This game wrap is brought to you by Ideal Vision, one-of-a-kind eye care for one-of-a-kind eyes. Visit their locations in San Antonio and Somerset. Hi everyone, Mr. Bowtie here. Thank you so much for checking out my content and my channel. Now make sure you bang home that red subscribe button on YouTube so that way you can stay up to date on the latest content from around the area that you won't find anywhere else. And follow me on Twitter at Mr. Bowtie 1982. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. In this episode, we examine the 29-6A opener between San Antonio Marshall and San Antonio O'Connor. OC had won the last 7 in the series and 16 of the last 17 meetings. The teams came in having split success in their season openers against any ISD opponents. OC lost to Johnson while Marshall beat Lee. The Rams looked for their inner Andy Kalu, Priest Holmes, and Hunter Watts in order to have a shot at the upset. Most of the previous 17 meetings had little drama, but this one made up for it entirely with a wild finish as Caleb Smith and Dylan Cooper turned into Joe Montana and John Elway from that famous Monday Night Football duel 1994. The game started off harmless. It was scoreless for the first 9 minutes when O'Connor got the first break. The 6-on-6 play left OC with a short field. First play after the pick, OC quarterback Caleb Smith slant passed Isaiah Gonzalez 22 yards for the score, and OC was on top 7-0. It stayed that way for a very long time in the first half. The Panthers scored 2 touchdowns in 11 seconds in the closing minutes of the opening half. Smith's second touchdown pass of the half to Gonzalez, 11 yards this time, gave them the 14-7 lead. Ensuing kickoff, as Stefan Perez couldn't handle it, Blake Wernley with the perfect punch out of the ball, eventually picked up by Ashton Capitano, and he followed a convoy of Panther blockers into the end zone for the score, 21-7 Panthers, and the momentum. The key moment of the game was the ensuing drive by Marshall. Dylan Cooper calmly moved the ball down the field, which was aided by a pass interference call. Cooper play action confused the defense. Ezra Lane went uncovered down the sidelines, and it was just pitch and catch from there. Marshall touchdown got them to within 21-14 at halftime. The game had long stretches without scoring and then bunches of points in a hurry. Let's skip all the way to under 5 minutes remaining in the contest. OC 3rd and goal at the Marshall 1. Smith tossed it up for John Locke, but the ball squirted out of his grasp. David Molesky settled for the 18-yard field goal to make it a full touchdown lead at 27-20. Ensuing Marshall drive, under 2 minutes remaining, Josiah Garcia lost in a sea of tacklers and defenders, but popped up randomly like Priest Holmes used to do in the day, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown Marshall with 101 seconds left. Tim Williams passed on the game-tying PAT attempt and went for 2 in the lead. Cooper low throw, but Schay Reichwein stretched his arms out long enough to grab the ball. Conversion good, Marshall now with the lead 28-27, but Caleb Smith coolly and methodically moved the Panthers down the field, only needing a field goal for the win. Smith hit as he threw, but Quali Kendall right there for the catch. 20-yard gain down to the Ram 35. Next play, Smith had Marshall Moody run as fast as he could down the sideline, and he threw it up for him for the go-ahead touchdown. Forget the field goal, OC with the lead over Marshall thanks to a guy named Marshall. Trust me folks, he's somewhere in the mess of happiness somewhere. 2-point conversion failed, but OC back up 33-28 with 52 seconds left. Then, following the ensuing kickoff, this happened. He couldn't. He did it! Reichwein with a 54-yard catch and run as he was in the Reichwein place at the Reichwein time. 2-point conversion good, Marshall up 36-33 with just 23 seconds remaining. Last chance for O'Connor, Caleb Smith deep throw out of bounds as time expired, and that was it. Marshall snapped a 7-game losing streak against O'Connor and takes a big step towards ending a long drought under 500 with the 36-33 win. It was a duel indeed, as Smith threw for 225 and 3 touchdowns, Cooper with 223, but that 4th touchdown was the difference. Still shades of that famous Elway-Montana Monday Night Duel 26 years ago. The Rams are now 5-1 against O'Connor when they score at least 30 points against them in the series, but are 1-14 when they don't. The Rams haven't been 2-0 since 2014 and hadn't beaten O'Connor since 2010. Though Marshall would like a different outcome to those seasons, both years they failed to reach the knockout rounds. Reporting from Ferris Stadium in San Antonio, I'm Greg Sherman.